should be working. This is on live on Twitch. I'm waiting for YouTube. My mic is coming through, but I'll still test it in a second here. Alright, it says I'm live on both. Let me double check that because it has been a while. So let me go over to YouTube and check that out. It does say I'm live, and the thumbnail is just at my channel icon. Can I hear myself? At my channel icon. I can't hear anything. Can I hear myself? Test. At my channel icon. I can't hear anything. Can I hear myself? Test. Nothing. My channel icon. I don't know if it's my headphones. I can't hear anything. Can I hear myself? Test. Nothing. My channel icon. I don't know if it's my headphones. I can't hear anything. Can I hear myself? Test. Nothing. My channel icon. I don't know if it's my headphones. I can't hear anything. Can I hear myself? Test. Nothing. My channel icon.
Not even Chaz. Probably last year, right?
Yeah, the Gypsy Rose story.
That's right. The Gypsy Rose story. Probably last year, right?
Yeah, the Gypsy Rose story.
That's right. The Gypsy Rose story. Probably last year, right?
Yeah, the Gypsy Rose story.
That's right. The Gypsy Rose story. Probably last year, right?
Yeah, the Gypsy Rose story.
Why is it? Is it playing through?
Rose story.
Why is it? Is it playing through? It's playing through.
Rose story.
Okay, I didn't know it was capturing my audio. Well, I don't want it to capture my desktop audio. I don't have anything going on my desktop. Well, you guys just heard a little bit of creepcast there. Sorry for that. I can't hear anything, but I don't think I really need to. So let me pull up Twitch and just make sure I'm streaming over there before I get started. It says I'm streaming. Is it working? Video download is cancelled. It says it's unstable. What the heck? This might be a YouTube only kind of stream, but I don't want it to be. Channel. Video download was cancelled. What does that even mean? I've never seen that before. But I am streaming. I just can't hear anything for some reason. Well, I guess we're gonna go. I'm gonna turn these off and back on again. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to YouTube. Let's see if this is working now. Apologies. I can definitely hear things. Test, thank you, Water. Well, not echoey. Okay, well, it works. Alright, I don't need to hear anything. It's fine. I'll fix that later. But it's not working on Twitch. I don't know if that's just me. Is it working on Twitch or is it just me, Water? Can you see the stream? I can hear you twice. Can you still hear me twice? Nothing on stream. What the heck? How can you hear me twice? What if I disable this? How about now? Nothing on stream. Cool. I don't know why that's happening. Did I fix the hearing me twice issue? I'm assuming I did. Yes. Now to find out why the stream on Twitch isn't working. It's working on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which is just, I don't know why I keep closing it. I should just keep it open. It is just PenPD on YouTube. It is working there. I might just become a YouTube streamer, but I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want to do both because it would help me out. I have no clue why it's not working over there. I don't know if there's anything I can do other than like this. I just reset the stream. Weird. I'm going to Google it. Delete Twitch cookies. You have to log in again, but the issue will be solved. Streaming above the limitations of Twitch. Streaming at or below 6,000. Ensure your bit rate is at or less than that. The error should go away. So I need to change my bit rate. Settings. Stream. Output. Bit rate is 10,000 and theirs is limited to 6,000. So that's what I need to change. Rip all the bitrate enjoyers. Let me make it like one lower than that. That should fix it. Not an ad. Oh, I fixed it. My face when black screen? I do not see a black screen. Refresh. I see it working on my end. Maybe I'm bugged. I don't know. Well, it works. I see it working, but hold on, something is bothering me though. Stream preview is working, it's just me. Very weird. Let me fix one thing real quick. There we go. Alright. Well, I assume you tried refreshing, so I'm not even going to ask that again. I'll just assume it's working because it's working for me. And let me check YouTube again. YouTube is working too. Cool. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go. I'll start by explaining what I've done when I wasn't streaming, which is not too much, I don't think. I'll just go ahead and start playing to show it. This is the lobby. It's very basic. My name fixed. What do you mean your name fixed? Dance, Doge, Attack, Doge. But these are just test dummies, so I can test my attacks. I shouldn't have done 0. Maybe I was too far away. Okay. Well, that's doing 0 damage. Maybe that item just sucks. I'll have to see. You're so chopped? What do you mean I'm chopped? Why am I chopped? Like choppy or chopped? I don't want more issues. Please, please no issues. Oh, fuck you. Your barber fucked you up. Yeah, I know. I'm aware my barber fucked me up. Yeah, I'm well aware. So you can spawn in, and then I made it so these buildings don't start spawned in. They have to take time to manifest themselves. And the only one that has an actual boss in it is the bakery right now, so that's the one I've just been using for testing. But everything is randomly generated. Well, not everything, just the building spawn positions. So it's kind of like a roguelike, but it's kind of not. I'll go in here though, and I'll fight this guy. I'll try my best to avoid his attacks. I think I can take damage. Yeah, I can. Okay. And there's a little Dark Souls roll. Oh fuck! Am I gonna die to this boss? No, I'm better than that. Oh shit! Was animation locked? It's like Dark Souls kind of. I swear I dodged that. I'm so bad. He drops an item, and look, I can now pick it up, and I got a new item. And now for testing reasons, I'm just gonna leave. So now I can leave that building. It resets the building as a new building, and that building has to take time to spawn in. Talking about the resident sleeper. And then, come on. And then there's an extraction zone that takes you back to the. I thought I fixed this. It takes you back to the lobby. For some reason, it's bugged. But I'll need to fix that. I don't know why it loads the scene improperly. But anyway, it takes you back to the lobby, and you can see I do have a new item. And it gave me a new item, and it's pretty shitty. It's got 29 manifestation, which is pretty bad. You want that number to be higher. But I guess I don't even want to equip it. I mean, I guess I can equip it just to show. So I'll equip it in my second slot. I shouldn't have done that. I got rid of my best item. Because I cheated that item in. And then I guess if I spam it like this, it's pretty high DPS. Because it has a pretty short attack animation. But you have to be real close. There's damage fall off, so it does more damage the further you are away, or less damage the further you are away. And the manifestation of the item is directly tied to the damage fall off. The more manifested the item is, the less damage fall off it will have. So like this pizza item will have 0 damage fall off because it's 100% manifested. So I can hit from the maximum distance and hit for 100. So it's always going to do 100 damage. And then this pizza, if I equip that instead, will do 50 damage at max range. Oh, no, it won't. It'll. I thought it would do 50. I thought it would be 50%, but it's how does it, I don't remember how I programmed it. It's like 50% less damage fall off, but it's not but it doesn't cap the maximum damage fall off there is 10%. So that's why when I hit from the very maximum distance, I get 10. I mean, ideally, I should change that to be the lowest damage you could do is equal to that number. But I mean, damage is going to scale later on based on item rarity, basically. Which I don't think I have that fully implemented yet. But anyway. There is multiplayer, so if I pulled up a second Unity, like you can already see in the top right here, I have a host and client buttons. So I can click on, I'm mainly using hosting right now because it's just simpler. So I need to change that too. I mean, I guess I could have someone host a world, but then what if they want to extract? I didn't think about that. If they want to extract, it would just shut down their world. And I don't really want that. I guess I could store the lobby to not be... that would be kind of complicated, but I guess I could do it. Because my problem is that you host it, you load in, and then when you extract, it's gonna unhost the world. But I kind of don't want it to. I have more items in the game, I just haven't added them to the boss drop pool, so I don't have access to them without just giving them to myself, which I can. I can just give them to myself, but I haven't done that yet. I already tested them, so I know they work, but I guess I'll just give them to myself. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why the loading breaks. I've tried to fix that before. Yeah, I had it fixed at one point. Let me give myself every item. Where's my inventory? There it is. Well, it says I have all the items. It loads the I forgot I did that. It loads the inventory whenever I load in. So, and I have numbers, or I have buttons up here just to manually load and save my inventory. But I kind of want to save, I want to cheat and save this as my inventory. So I'm going to go to my resources and go to the pre-made items. And I'm going to add to my inventory. I'm going to cheat. So I'm going to give myself a cart. I have that. Give myself a rolling pin. A shotgun, as I've called it. A slam. And the wrench is kind of the best in the game, I think. And then I will save my inventory, and then I'll load it. So now I have those. What is all this? Oh, it's probably these, isn't it? What? What are those? Why is it doing that? That's something I'm gonna have to fix. That's alright. It's just kind of funny. Okay. Let me close out the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream so I don't have these taking up my bandwidth. Anyway, So I'm gonna have to fix that, but I will equip these and show them off, I guess. The shotgun is called that internally, but in here it's called a triple throw. So each of these does way less damage. They do half. Okay, that's where I was getting the half from. Each of these does half as much damage individually, but obviously if you hit all three, then it does 1.5 times damage than the regular pizza throw. The stomp is a simple stomp. It does more damage the closer you are. It does quite a bit. And then the wrench throw, this is the one I think is the best. Does more damage, does less damage the longer it's out. Or no, it's the closer it is to you. So the closer it is to the player, it does more damage. So this one's kind of the best because you can go up to the boss and you can spam it. And you can hit them twice for each time. Which is good, but honestly, if you have a high level cross, that's also pretty good, because I've noticed the animation, which I'm going to keep it this way, is pretty fast. So if you get in the hang of right now there's no, I'm probably going to keep it this way. There's no input buffering. So if you're in the middle of an animation and you click, it's not going to automatically do the next one. So you have to time it really well. But you can do a lot of damage really quickly like that. Anyway, let me actually do something that's productive. When did I start? I guess I can see how long it's been, can't I? It's been 22 minutes already. That's crazy, because I was doing so much troubleshooting. Oh, I didn't show the cart. Let me show the cart. The cart's pretty cool. I like the cart. It's one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna have more, obviously, but let me do the cart real quick. Oops. The stomp kind of sucks, but it's there. The cart spawns a little shopping cart in front of you, and the animation isn't synced up yet. It reduces your turn rate significantly, but it increases your speed, and it does damage when you run into something, based on how long you've been driving the cart. So if I do it like here, oh, it must have a manifestation of 100. Now it has 50. And then why is it not? Okay, it is just, there's damage fall off. That's, okay. I think that's how I made the damage fall off work. So the damage fall off works in this way. The damage fall off starts later depending on your manifestation number. So if it's at 100, the damage fall off will not start. If it's at 99, it'll start like a tiny bit before the end. If it's at 50, it'll start ticking down halfway through when it normally would, if that makes sense. And I'm probably going to keep it that way because that's how I originally had it. But I'm obviously going to add like a heal. I had a whole list of things I was going to add, but I lost it. But it is what it is. So there's a lot I need to do. I need to edit the map and everything too. Alright. So I guess I'll start. Also, I didn't know you were on. If you were on, I probably would have just messaged you and played something with you. But I do want to stream because I need to actually work on this game. So for some reason, it's loading the wrong level. I think I already was looking at Oh, you guys can't see this window. I didn't consider that. Okay, well, I was looking at the build profiles. Both the scenes are in the build profiles. But I need to really come up with a solution, so that's what I'll do this time. I'll use this time to like talk out loud for a little bit. I need to come up with a solution to the problem that when you host a world, it will shut down once you extract. It'll load the lobby. Is that necessarily true? Will it shut down the world if you load into the lobby? Because there is a network manager. Oh, but there would be a different network manager in that other scene. So I think that is true. I think it would have to be one continuous scene. Unless I loaded it additively instead of loading the scene differently. Or not differently, but like regularly. Because the other alternative I could do is I could just make the lobby in the same scene as the world, and then make it so the main menu is just like join a world, and then you join into the lobby and you can go in and extract and stuff, and then, but I don't want to do it that way either, because then it's kind of like Roblox and you just like join that lobby and it's the same people. I kind of want it whenever you adventure out it to be different people all the time. The only way I can think to do that is to have dedicated servers hosting the worlds. I guess I could do it both ways. Have dedicated servers hosting the worlds with no players in them. But then how would I make it so that when you host a world it does that? Yeah, but then that kind of has the same problem. That's something I hadn't considered until just now. I mean, you're going to keep your items regardless of what server you're on. So I guess I could just like say, fuck it, that's how it's going to work. Huh? Maybe. I don't know. I think the best way to do it, obviously, is to have dedicated servers. But, like, that runs into the same issue no matter what. So I might as well just have the lobby be in the same area and have the network manager carry over until you leave the level, or until you load level. That means I'm going to have to change a decent amount. Do I want to commit to that, though? Because the way I currently have it, servers would kind of be popping up and disappearing all the time. But I want it to kind of be not like that. I want them to be kind of persistent. So I guess I can have dedicated servers in that aspect. I think I have to do it the way I'm thinking of. I think I have to do it in a different way. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and, I mean, that would also fix that issue, but that's not what I'm looking for. It's not the reason I'm doing it. Let's go into the world. And I guess I'll make a lobby off to the side somewhere. It needs to be somewhere you won't be able to see everything else from. Because I already have the rooms spawning under here, so I can't really put the lobby under. I mean, I can, but I could put it all the way over there to the side. Okay. Where do I put the lobby? Oh my god, I'm getting faster. Oh my god. Why does it get so fast? That's crazy. Anyway. Let's think here. If I want there to be dedicated servers, and I don't want the servers to be opening and shutting all the time, then I have to do it this way. And I don't want you to have to leave the server whenever you want to extract also. It would be interesting if I did it that way. But then I would have to do it for the host also, and that's the problem. I guess I'll do it the way I'm thinking, and then just make it so you can't see other players in the lobby, but they're there. And I don't know how I would make it so you can't see the other players attacking the target dummy either. I would have to make those projectiles into client-sided projectiles. I just want everything in the lobby to be client-sided and everything in the world to be server-sided. Is there a good way to do that? I could have two separate players, one for the lobby and one for the world. And then the lobby player will just not spawn everything in. It's going to be kind of complicated, isn't it? Well, I guess I'll just do my idea. This ground needs to be bigger anyway. It's not going to hurt anything, is it? It is a cube. So it will make, when I make it bigger, it will start overtaking the ground. Yeah, crap. Oh, I guess I can just do bigger in 2 directions. Duh. I really want it to be kind of like an endless plane. You can still kind of see it, so I'll just make it bigger. It doesn't hurt anything to make it really big. Just makes it really big. Alright, and then I'll put the lobby, like, over here somewhere. Sure, something like that. And then this I don't even have. So I'm not even using this. So I'm just gonna put that over here. This is the canvas, but the canvas can stay. Oh my goodness. Alright, canvas comes back. So this is gonna be the new lobby, I guess. Yeah, I know. I should have known not to do it that way. It's fine. Alright. So the lobby's here. Then I don't need that other lobby. I just need to add some prefabs to this, I guess. So we'll add a dummy. And we'll add, I don't have a blacksmith prefab, so I gotta go get him. There's the blacksmith. He's kind of nothing right now, but it's fine. Oh crap, does he not? Oh. He might not work in a public world. Okay. Well, that's something I'll have to figure out. Okay, so I have to do all of that on, yeah, I see what I'm gonna have to do. I don't really want to do that right now. I will worry about the blacksmith later, but I definitely need to add that to a to-do list. I'll just add some comments in here. Something simple like that. I'll save that and we'll go back to Unity. And then I need to have a new area here for inputting the player into the world. I'll just put it here arbitrarily. Where is... Why can I not make it? Can you only do that on 2Ds? Oh my gosh. Why can't I make it kinematic? I can turn off use gravity, but that's not really what I want. Oh, it's right there, dummy. It's right there. Okay. So now I need to have a script for this that effectively spawns the player in. What's the best way to do all of this? Because I'll have this be... This player doesn't actually need to be here. This will be the spawn point. How do they get over there? Whatever. I just want it to be in the right spot. Come on. Alright, this is the spawn point. And now I don't need you. I need the spawn point. No. No. I said no. Listen to me. This will be the spawn point for the lobby. And then I need to have a spawn point for the world. And then I'll actually just toggle the player between those two spots. But what I really want to do, I mean, ideally I just move the player, but I want the player to not be visible while they're here. I guess, oh, that would actually work. If the player is just disabled on everyone else's ends, then it shouldn't spawn projectiles at all, in theory. So I can just disable the player. That makes that so much simpler. I was worried about that. That makes it so much easier. So let's tweak the extraction zone script. And what I'll actually make it do, I do want to save your inventory, but I don't want to load the scene. I want to move the player to the other spawn point. So the only spawn point I really need, hold on, let me go back in here. This is the only spawn point I need. The other spawn points will actually just be teleport points. So what does this script actually do? It doesn't do anything. Okay, well that's great. I know why it doesn't do anything. I remember why I added it. I added it so I could find it without having to search objects by name. So I'll probably do the same thing, except I'll make it a spawn point for the world. Alternatively, I could just have an array of spawn points and then randomly choose between them. I think that's easier. That's all I need to do. But I'll leave this spawn point as it is. Okay. So let's start by getting players into the world. So this needs a new script. What do I want to call it? Enter world trigger. Okay. And enter world trigger. I'll let it load first. So you can't see the loading bar, but it's loading. Let me rename this to enter world trigger. We need to open enter world trigger, and it needs an array of, I guess, just game objects. Spawn points, and then it's been a long time since I've programmed on this project, so I need to actually use my brain. Sorry, I'm just distracted. I'm looking at this freaking thing, this 3D printed thing, and I'm just messing with it. It's I'm not even flexing. I'm not trying to. That's just a little trophy thing. Anyway. So it needs a spawn point. And then it needs to get, like, does it need to get the player that touched it? I mean, it kind of does. But it doesn't need a reference to it because it'll get it on trigger enter, you know. So dumb. On trigger enter if that is how I'm doing the other ones, isn't it? No, it's player with a capital P, but yeah. key. I assume I just say I also need to determine a random location, and doing random shit is more complicated on server stuff. So I actually need a reference to the RNG script, I believe. How am I handling this? Did I make this static? I did. I'm smart. Okay. Okay. And then I can just say I can do that, I believe. But I think I still have to do this if you're the server, which I'm not actually detecting for. I don't know why I'm doing why this function even exists if it's just this. Why did I do it that way? I get to generate random item. Why did I do it that way? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Oh, I'm doing that in a server RPC, which is fine. Did I just do that and assume that made it safe? Why did I do it like that? It doesn't make any sense. So there I'm doing it fine. Here I am not doing it fine. Because I'm not checking. Well, the server doesn't have to generate the random item. The client can do that because it's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not very secure, but it's fine for the client to generate a random item. Because the items are client-sided. Sure, people are gonna just crack open the game and give themselves every item, but like, there's nothing I can do about that. With my current skill set, I don't know how to actually. I don't have any way to store every item of every player on a server, because I don't have the money to make my own big server to store all their items. So that's fine. And then that is fine. So this just needs to be different. This does need to be handled by the server. Because this is... Where am I using this other than here? Where am I using random number? Oh shit, am I using it in here at all? I'm not using it there. I'm not using it here. I didn't see. Go back. I am using it for the boss, but that's fine to change because the boss already requires ownership. So that's, like I said, it's fine to change there. That's not changing. Okay. So I want to change it. I want to change this. I want this to always check if you're the server before giving the random number, and then do the thing. But I guess I don't really need this. I don't think I need this at all. I can just put my own check in there. This is all I need to get a random number. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I should make this function do more. So I'll make it make the server get a random number. So I need this to generate to get from not mono behavior. What is it called? Network behavior? Yeah, network behavior. I forgot the colon. Can't do it because it's static, right? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Well, in that case, this function is useless. It's going to cause issues here, but that's fine. What's the difference? It doesn't matter. Alright, is there anywhere else I'm doing that? Just here. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't need it here, but whatever. But I still need this to only happen if you're the server. Sorry, I just got distracted. What's the best way to do that? I mean, I could just do it in a server RPC. I mean, that by definition is the best way to do it. I'll just do that. I got a text. Let's see what it is. Is it anything important? Oh. What? My son is already awake, so I guess it's time to stop streaming. Let me do this real quick, though. I think I can just do that. Well, I guess it's only going to be an hour stream. Sorry, the description was wrong. Oh, it's because I minimized that. Interesting. Sorry, the description was wrong. It's only going to be an hour because apparently he just decided to wake up early. I got nothing done, but that's fine. I'll get something done next week. Now I actually know what I'm kind of doing. I kind of refreshed myself. It's been like a month since I've worked on this at all, and it's been even longer since I've streamed it. So I need to actually like get a grip on myself and work on this. If I ever want it to become anything, eventually it will. If I work on it once a week, it's like nothing. But I don't have all the time in the world right now. If I, randomly pop off, if I start making YouTube shorts or something, I don't know. If I do, I could do a million things. But maybe if I pop off, then this will become my job, and that would be sick. That would be pretty cool. If this was my job, I would love that. I could just work on this game and other games. I could actually make some goated games and make some money to actually fund the game, so I could get like a real artist and work with somebody. That would be cool. If only. Maybe someday. Anyway, that's all for today. That's all for this week. I'll be back Sunday. Next Sunday. I will actually try to be back next Sunday this time. I will try to be consistent. Goodbye for now, everybody. I'm looking over here because that's where chat is, by the way. And even though no one's typing in chat, I'm just looking. I don't know. I like to monitor everything and make sure I don't look like an idiot or anything. Anyway.